How you doing, guys? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews back with another review. And a new digs again. If you watched a couple of our other videos, you can see things change a little bit. So we'll be progressing and changing things as we go along and try to make things look better. But anyway, enough about that. Today we're going to be doing another one of my favorite beers. I have a lot of favorite beers. This is definitely one of them. Some people find this overly sweet. For me, it's perfect for when I'm in the mood, and the mood struck me tonight. Tonight we're going to be doing a Samichlaus. Samichlaus is a dopplebock in the loosest sense of the term. I wouldn't classify it as a dopplebock. I'd probably classify it as its own beer, only because it's so unique tasting to me that there's really nothing else that tastes like it. It is made by Castle Brewery in Edinburgh, Austria. On the front here we have the world's most extraordinary beverage. Hard to argue with them. A lot of people like beers more than this, but it's definitely an extraordinary beverage. This is a 2012 bottle, so it's a little bit of age on it, which is also nice. It's the classic version, and it is 14% alcohol, so it's up there. On the back we have brewed only once a year on December 6th. Samichlaus is aged for 10 months before bottling. This speciality is prepares the rarest in the world. Samichlaus may be aged for many years to come. Other vintages become more complex and creamy with a warming finish. The rest of the stuff on the back is just, import, outport stuff, government warning, whatnot. So, yeah, so let's see what she's got. Love this beer. I know I'm going to like it already, but I figured crack one and tell you guys what I think about it. What's that? It's a bit more golden color than a fresh Samichlaus. This one looks like. You almost have like the label's purple. Almost has like a purple color when it's brand new. This is a bit darker, a bit more mahogany color to it. Whatever head it did have is gone already. Zero retention. It's pretty much how Samichlaus rolls. It's one of those beers where, like in the vein of a 120 or something like that, it almost borderlines of a liquor. So yeah, no head whatsoever left. Swirled around, decent amount of sticking to the glass with the beer. So it's there. It's just no head whatsoever. Oh. I always get a ton of plums out of the Samichlaus. I almost tell people if they ever want to try something and they want to go from like a wine to beer, try Samichlaus, because for me, Samichlaus is almost like a bizarre version of a plum wine. So for me, in those, ton of sugar, ton of malt, ton of plum, ton of fruit, raisins, just a bunch of sweetness. You can smell it right there. No booziness really at all. Typically in the nose or taste with Samichlaus, which is credit to them to be able to hide that much alcohol in a beer. So yeah, just a beautiful smelling beer. I could sit here and huff it all day, but I'm not going to because I want to drink. Cheers. So good. So good. Most people will find it overly sweet. Not me. It is very, very, very sweet. But for me, I expect it with the Samichlaus to the point where it's like when I'm in the mood for one, it's what I want. So it is a very, very sweet beer. Again, like I said, for me, a ton of plum taste. It just bursts through. It's almost, like I said, like a plum wine. Little bit of heat on the back end, not too much, but it's very, very smooth. Almost like I've mentioned before, one or two of our other reviews, I have these lists of super dangerous beers. Beelzebub would be one. One I reviewed a while ago, I forget what it was. I had one on there, but Samichlaus is at the top of the list. It's one of those beers that I could drink and have... just pound it and have no issues with it drinking at all. It's so smooth and so inviting. As far as like what other beers, if you like other beers, you're like, this is really hard one to compare to, because like I said, even though it's technically a doppelbock, it's in its own realm as far as taste goes. So my recommendation is if you're into super sweet, super smooth, just overall malt balmy beers, Samichlaus might be something you want to check out. Not a ton of body in the mouth. I mean, it's there, but it's not creamy. It's almost like, I hesitate to taste like syrupy, but it has that little, that almost, not thin, not thick, somewhere in between. So, great beer. One of my favorites of all time. And definitely, for me, personally, probably in my top 20 all-time favorite beers out of the thousands that I've had. So, yeah. Samichlaus from Castle Brewery in Edinburgh. If you're into sweet beers, give it a whirl. And if you're into beer reviews, check out my other reviews. If you have any comments, suggestions, qualms, whatever, with this review, please leave them in the comment section below. Like, share. If you want to find us on the internet and other places, you can check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Massive Beers. Hopefully you enjoyed the review. Hopefully you watch other ones. And hopefully we see you again. Cheers.